Excellencies, distinguished commissioners, ladies and gentlemen, let me offer you a very warm welcome to Ohrid. It is a real pleasure and a great honor to have so many commissioners and their representatives here with us today in this beautiful location. I'm wondering what we are doing in this room here. We should be out there taking advantage of this beautiful location. I would like to thank His Excellency President of Macedonia, Dr. Ivanov, and His Excellency Prime Minister Gruevski for hosting us and all the government of Macedonia, and in particular, Minister Ivo Ivanovsky for the kind invitation and for hosting this meeting and the very kind hospitality. We've seen President last night. We had the honor and privilege to have him with us last night. Macedonia, like Rwanda, the country of our chairman, is a small-sized country, landlocked country. Both are showing that with the right policy, progress can be made. And it is really timely that we are holding this meeting here. I would like to also thank our two co-chairs for their commitment, their continuous commitment. They've attended all of our meetings. President Kagame, despite his very busy schedule, have been able to attend all our meetings, and we're really grateful. And Carlos Slim went all the way out of his way to really accommodate us in his time as well. So I would like to thank them. I would like to thank all the commissioners for their dedication and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, my speech here will be focusing on the progress that we have made since we last met in Geneva in October last year. Broadband continues to be at the top of the global political agenda, and we are making strong progress in meeting the targets that were set by the Commission at the Broadband Leadership Summit last year, covering policy, affordability, and uptake. Shortly after we met last year, the UN General Assembly highlighted our work in the resolution on information and communication technology for development. Our research shows that there are 112 countries which have broadband policies in place, and broadband continues to become more affordable in many countries. As part of ITU's regular statistics publication, the StatShots series, we created a video graphic reporting on broadband affordability, and I would like to encourage you all to watch it on YouTube. It is available on our website. Since October, as part of your call to collect best practices and carry out more analysis, we have been working on country case studies, and we can look forward to an uptake on this important activity later this morning from my colleague, ITU Director of Development Bureau, Mr. Brahima Sanu, who is sitting here on the far side of the far corner of this table. Another very important development has been the result of ITU's Radio Communication Assembly and World Radio Conference, WRC 12, which took place in Geneva in January and February this year. These two events will help pave the way for great advances in mobile broadband through the approval of recommendations and resolutions that establish the IMT advanced technology, through decisions made concerning sharing issues in the 800 megahertz band, which were successfully resolved, and which give the green light for the deployment of mobile broadband and this band in Europe and the rest of the world. This is a key landmark decision here. And through the decision to allocate the 700 megahertz band to mobile services in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, effective by the end of 2015. To me, this is one of the greatest contributions of ITU to the world in making sure that mobile broadband will be technically implementable. These decisions concerning the digital dividend open the way for the worldwide harmonization of both the 700 megahertz and the 800 megahertz bands for mobile within a time frame which is compatible with the general objectives on analog switch-off, and I know that we will be hearing more on this subject from Minister Ivanovsky a little later this morning. Distinguished commissioners, looking forward, I would like to mention the ICT and Girls campaign, which we are launching in New York on ICT and Girls Day on 26 April. We'll be focusing on ICTs and girls in Geneva on World Telecommunication and Information Society Day on 16 May. And I would invite all commissioners to help promote this very important initiative. You have always stressed to look at issues related to gender and youth. This initiative is a concrete move in that direction. Let me take the opportunity to thank Minister Jasna Matić, who brokered this idea at the ITU's Plenipotentiary Conference in Guadalajara in 2010, and who has just joined the Broadband Commission as a newest member. You will hear more from her. She's sitting on the right side here. Broadband will also be high on the agenda later in the year at a number of other events, and notably at the Global Symposium for Regulators, which is being held in Sri Lanka in October, and at the World Conference on International Telecommunications, the ITRs, which will take place in Dubai in December this year. We will also be making broadband a key focus of our activities around the General Assembly in New York in September, and we will discuss this later this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, broadband is going to continue to be transformational throughout the 21st century. This is much bigger than the Broadband Commission. It's even much bigger than the United Nations. This affects everyone on this planet and is arguably the greatest transformative technology in human history. So let's keep up the momentum. We are doing the right thing at the right time. So let's keep our eyes on the post-2015 agenda and decide how we can play our part in defining and then achieving sustainable development goals. I thank you.